What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm in one of the largest cemeteries in Houston, and I'm going to talk to you today about potential. If you look behind me, you see a bunch of burial plots. These are families. See how each one is blocked off for the certain part of land that they paid for, and you see multiple tombstones. These are all families, you know, that have lost their lives, whether it was naturally or unnaturally. These are burial plots, and I'm going to tell you something. This cemetery here, I don't want to get nobody in my picture. If you look around behind you, see how far that thing goes? And it's over the city skyline, part of the city skyline in the back.
Well, he sure
Encased in fog, right? The reason why I'm here is, imagine how many of these people did not reach their potential. Now granted, you got some people in here, there's famous people in here from Houston. There's also people that are not so famous. People that were, you know, religious and their parents was buried here. Grandparents was buried here. This is the place they chose for their final resting spot. But all in all, not all of these people that you see in here reached their full potential, whether they realized it or not. At the alarming rate we are in America, where we're just causing all kind of violence and crime against ourselves, you know, at a record high numbers, especially in the black community. This is not the end of who you are. Final resting place doesn't mean it ends here. Where does it end? We don't know. But our time on this planet, we have to make the most of it. We have to leave a positive impression so that those after us can follow the footprints of successful people that came before them. And I'm not just talking about the black community. I'm talking about everybody. If you look at the way the world is right now, there's so much craziness going on and lack of order and stuff like that. And it seems like a lot of people that are in power don't care, or they're ignorant or ignoring the cries for help from normal citizens. You know why? I think part of the reason why is they think they're going to die peacefully in their beds, and they don't have to worry about this stuff because they're comfortable now, and they think they'll be comfortable at the end. You don't know that. None of us know that. That's the one thing we got to understand. Yeah, we have many religions out here, and ways of thinking and things we rely on a day-to-day basis have common in our life. But the only God that we all recognize, whether people want to understand it or accept it or not, is death. It don't discriminate. Don't care how much money you got. Don't care what you did in the street. Don't care what you did in life. At the end, you'll meet them. And the outcome is always the same. You either in the ground, or your ashes are sitting on a mantle, or spread out somewhere. The gift of life that we get from God. What we do with that life is a gift back to God and a gift to others. We need to remember that. Every story I did this week was involved on my channel, was involved with somebody meeting death. Whether it was discriminately or indiscriminately. Whether it was peacefully or violently. We have serious problems out here. Every second counts in your life. At any given time, any of us can turn our life around. When you get to the point where you say enough is enough, and you look in the mirror and say, I want to change me for the betterment, not just of myself, but for my children, for people around me, for people that come behind me, that I can set an example or a blueprint to be successful. All different types of ways we can help. And we don't just have to go out there and be somebody in the street or a leader or anything like that. Sometimes the best blueprint for success is yourself. So you need to follow it. And that's everybody. I figured I'd start making a video and a car would drive by. But anyway, I just wanted to drop a little bit of morning knowledge on y'all and just something to think about today. Life is short, it's precious, and we need to pay attention to things like this. Now, is it sad when people die? Yes, but death is understandable and it's just as natural as life. But rushing and sending people to meet death, that's not natural. There are people in here that died of cancer, died of AIDS, died of murder, died of heartbreak, died from despair. A lot of stuff out here right now that's prevalent. I talk on my story, on my videos about monsters in human form. In life, you either do or you do not do. You know, we're put in positions, you know, and it has an effect, not always death, whether success or failure. It's always something that we either did or didn't do in life at that moment. It could be walking down the wrong street, losing your life. It could be stepping out in the traffic and not looking both ways. It could be anything, a whole bunch of different factors. But this is a place that when you do get here, guys, you want to make sure you've done everything you can do in life the way you have no regrets. It's a lot of potential here that was wasted. Look around. There are hundreds of bodies here. Hundreds. You hear me? Hundreds. All of them with a different story. But one thing in common. They're all laid here right now as former shells of who they used to be. Now, everybody talks about where the soul goes and that in the afterlife and stuff. I don't know about that. And I'm not going to preach on that. All I can do is talk about our time here and making the most of it. I've been rambling long enough. I just figured I'd stop and talk about it. Because, I mean, it's quiet out here and it's very peaceful. But, I mean, for me, I don't want to be here until it's my time to be here. How about you? All life is precious. And we need to value it. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I just figured I'd stop and talk a little bit about this. I mean, this is a beautiful place. And it just, you know, something just put it in my mind, heart and mind to just make a video and talk to you guys about it. Death don't care if you're young or old, rich or poor. You'll see it one time or another. You will see it in your life at the end. We all shake hands with death. See you in the next video. Take care.